Sportsman's Lodge in Studio City, just over a mile from our station, the Grove Shopping Center, the Midnight Mission in downtown LA, LAX Terminal 3, and finally Balboa Pier in Newport Beach.
So when I count to 3, everybody power up Lyft and search for the Grove.
We repeated the exercise with the Lyft app. For each ride, we put our phones down, recorded the prices for UberX and Lyft Standard, then input them all into a spreadsheet. You can see within each app, the cost for each route didn't vary greatly, but they were never uniform. Take the Uber ride to the Grove. 3 of us were quoted $30.94, 2 of us $30.93, and 4 of us $30.96. And to Balboa Island, 5 of us were quoted $157.96, 1 of us $157.94, and 2 of us $157.93. It's only a discrepancy of a few cents. But why? Our phones were side by side. Sergio Avedian has driven for Uber and Lyft for more than a decade and runs the popular YouTube channel, The Rideshare Guy.
Because the only explanation is Uber and Lyft. They use things called algorithms. There's 2 separate algorithms that Uber is running. Uber is running a rider algorithm and a driver algorithm. These are all black box algorithms.
Lyft had similar price differences by a few cents here and there. But what's notable is that for every ride we tried, Lyft would offer just a few of us promotions, and some didn't appear to be such a good deal. For this ride to the Grove, 2 people got a non-discounted price of $28.97. One of us was told she was getting a 5% discount to get to the Grove, but her ride actually cost more at $29.41.
Then it gives you the discount, making you feel like, yeah, I'm getting a good deal. But as we saw, right, the base price for the person who thought was getting the discount was a lot higher. Starting point was a lot higher than what it was for people without a discount. But, you know, it's a feel-good thing, I guess.
Our findings are backed up by a months-long investigation just released by Consumer Reports. CR says they found Uber and Lyft use supposed discounts on what appear to be already inflated prices in order to entice riders to use their app, concluding that nearly 11% of discounts offered fell into this category.
And it was inflated to a certain dollar amount, say $80, and then brought down to $60, whereas everyone else had already seen the $60 there.
That's Derek Kravitz with Consumer Reports. His team recently deployed hundreds of people across the U.S. for a price analysis study that was similar, though bigger, than ours. They looked at 30 routes, 15 for Uber, 15 for Lyft. Unlike us, they found dramatically different prices quoted for the same rides within each app, including here in Los Angeles. In fact, the median difference between the lowest and highest price groupings was about 50%.
We're not using an average, so there's no outlier effect. There's no big price over here and low price over here. That's skewing it.
Both Uber and Lyft responded to Consumer Reports' investigation, blaming the price discrepancies on real-time marketplace conditions. But Kravitz says CR's research points to the possible use of AI and algorithmic pricing instead.
So in other words, this is not supply and demand. This is prices driven by algorithms.
We are confident in saying that these are prices driven by algorithms. Yes.
Kravitz says it appears to be paying off for both Uber and Lyft.
Uber's profits have quadrupled in just 6 years. They've gone from $2.1 billion in 2019 to nearly $7.9 billion in 2025. Lyft, same thing. They've gone from a loss of $679 million in 2019 to a profit of $529 million. This model is working for them. This model has dramatically changed the fortunes of these 2 companies.
Despite both ride-hailing companies being extremely profitable and offering identical services, on the day we conducted our test, one was cheaper for every single ride we hailed. In the case of the ride to Balboa Pier, the cheapest price UberX offered cost nearly $60 more than Lyft's standard price.
Were you surprised at how much of a difference there was?
I was very surprised with that, actually, which is great for the consumer, right? So if I'm a consumer, I would price shop because they're doing the same thing.
We reached out to both Uber and Lyft. In a statement, Lyft said it does not engage in surveillance pricing and that its pricing model reflects driver availability, demand, and time of day. An Uber spokesperson described the Consumer Reports investigation as flawed and told us trips requested at approximately the same time will have prices that are approximately the same. As for the price differences between Uber and Lyft, the Uber spokesperson said, quote, "That's how a competitive marketplace works." Christine Lazar, CBS LA.